The 2026 Rolls-Royce Spectre represents a significant moment not just for the brand, but for the wider ultra-luxury automotive segment. Its development did not happen quickly or impulsively. Rolls-Royce began serious planning for an all-electric model several years before Spectre reached production form, long before many competitors publicly committed to battery-electric luxury coupes. The company spent extensive time validating electric drivetrains under extreme conditions, including cold weather testing above the Arctic Circle and long-distance durability programs across Europe and the Middle East. This extended timeline explains why Spectre arrived later than some might have expected, but it also reflects Rolls-Royce's conservative engineering philosophy. The brand traditionally avoids rushing new technologies into customer hands until they meet internal standards for refinement, longevity, and consistency. By the time the 2026 model year Spectre enters broader global availability, it does so as a fully mature product rather than an early experiment. Pricing expectations place the Spectre firmly at the upper end of the luxury market, with starting prices generally projected above the equivalent V12-powered Rolls-Royce Coupe offerings in many regions. In markets such as the United States and Europe, the Spectre is positioned well above mainstream electric luxury coupes and even above high-end electric sedans from Bentley or Mercedes-Benz. This pricing strategy is not based on performance metrics or technology alone, but on craftsmanship, customization depth, and brand positioning. For Rolls-Royce buyers, value is defined less by specifications and more by the ownership experience, long-term durability, and exclusivity. Rolls-Royce as a brand has built its reputation on mechanical longevity and an almost obsessive focus on refinement. Historically, its large displacement engines and conservative tuning meant that vehicles were understressed and capable of remaining in service for decades. With Spectre, the brand translates this philosophy into the electric era by prioritizing smoothness, silence, and reliability over outright acceleration figures. The move to an electric drivetrain aligns with Rolls-Royce's long-standing commitment to quietness, as electric propulsion naturally eliminates many sources of vibration and noise. In this sense, Spectre is less of a departure than it might appear on the surface. The Spectre is built on Rolls-Royce's architecture of luxury platform, which is an all-aluminum space frame designed to support multiple powertrains. This platform has already proven itself under models like the Phantom, Ghost, and Cullinan, giving engineers a strong foundation to integrate a large battery pack without compromising rigidity. The battery itself is integrated into the structure in a way that increases torsional stiffness, which benefits ride quality and structural integrity. This matters in real-world use because Rolls-Royce vehicles are designed to be driven daily, often over imperfect road surfaces, rather than treated as occasional use collectibles. The platform's adaptability also allows Rolls-Royce to maintain its traditional ride characteristics, despite the added weight of an electric system. From a design standpoint, the Spectre follows Rolls-Royce's established philosophy of presence through proportion rather than ornamentation. The long hood, wide body, and upright grille immediately communicate its place in the brand's lineup. Despite being electric, the Spectre retains a formal front fascia, with the illuminated grille serving more as a symbolic element than a functional one. The coupe roofline flows gently into the rear, emphasizing length and stability rather than sportiness. Rolls-Royce designers focused heavily on aerodynamic efficiency, resulting in one of the lowest drag coefficients ever achieved by the brand. In terms of size, the Spectre is a large vehicle by any standard. Its overall length and width place it comfortably among full-size luxury coupes, and it is noticeably larger than electric offerings from most other manufacturers. Compared to a Bentley Continental GT, the Spectre is longer and heavier, emphasizing comfort over agility. The wide track and long wheelbase contribute to a stable, composed ride, rather than quick directional changes. This sizing aligns with customer expectations for a Rolls-Royce coupe, which traditionally prioritizes interior space and visual gravitas. Power comes from a dual-motor all-wheel drive electric setup. While Rolls-Royce does not focus heavily on publishing aggressive performance numbers, output is expected to exceed 570 horsepower, with torque delivered instantly and smoothly. Acceleration is strong but deliberately restrained in character, avoiding abrupt responses. The single-speed transmission typical of electric vehicles ensures seamless power delivery without interruption. Market-specific tuning may slightly adjust range or output, depending on local regulations and driving conditions. Efficiency is not the primary selling point of the Spectre, but it still reflects modern regulatory requirements. The large battery pack provides a range suitable for long-distance touring, particularly in regions with developed charging infrastructure. Rolls-Royce has been careful to ensure that charging behavior aligns with the expectations of its clientele, who often charge at private residences rather than public stations. There are no hybrid variants planned, as the brand has committed fully to battery electric propulsion for future models. This aligns with global emissions regulations and Rolls-Royce's stated goal of becoming fully electric by the end of the decade. Within the global Rolls-Royce lineup, the Spectre occupies a unique position. It effectively replaces the traditional V12 Coupe as the brand's flagship two-door offering. It is designed for buyers who value modern technology, but still expect traditional Rolls-Royce craftsmanship and comfort. This includes customers in markets where environmental regulations are tightening, as well as those who appreciate the inherent smoothness of electric propulsion. Ultimately, the 2026 Rolls-Royce Spectre is aimed at an audience that wants continuity rather than disruption, presented through a new powertrain rather than a new philosophy.